Welcome to episode number 8 of Know Your Tools. It's a playlist where we go down each tool in the toolbar here and teach you how to use it just that little bit better, hopefully. So today we're going to be looking at the gradient tool. Now, it's an interesting one because you would never really use the gradient tool on its own unless you were creating a background for another image or just looking to purely make a gradient. So I've inserted the word gradient tool here as text. You could use text, it could be replaced with an icon or an image. You can apply gradient to anything. So the first thing that you want to do is actually create your gradient that you want to apply to the object. So jump on up here to the top corner where you can see there's a gradient already there. If you click on that, you've got all these preset options already built into the system. We're not going to use that today because I want to teach you how to make one, but it's actually not a bad way to start if you see a layout that you like. So this is 3 colors. You've got one like this, which is a full rainbow of colors, a single color into transparent. Today we're going to be looking at a 3-color gradient. So I'll show you how to pick your colors and your gradients. So you can see these square boxes on the bottom here, 1, 2, 3. Those are the colors that your gradient is using. So you've got the blue on the left. If I double click on that, it brings up this color picker where you can pick absolutely any color. So let's just go with this pinky color to start off. And in the middle, double click that red. Might make it over in something orangey. And over here on the left, you've got yellow. Let's go a little bit more green than that. Let's go here. And those are the colors I chose, so that's the gradient that we would be using. In this case, I want to use a gradient that blends into this image a little bit nicer. So when you double click, you automatically get the eyedropper tool, which we've used in the past, where you can pick any color from on here. So I'm actually going to go this dark blue to start off with. And there it's been selected. I click OK. For the middle, I'm going to try and pick that slightly lighter blue there. And for the end, I'm not sure if there is another blue, so I'm actually going to pick this lighter blue and I'm going to drag it up to make it a little bit lighter again. So now you can see we've got that nice blue gradient, and that should fit into the image a lot better because we actually took the colors from this part of the image. Now that's ready, I click OK, and now it's time to select the area that we want to apply the gradient to. So I'm going to use the Magic Wand tool to select the area. So just as you've seen in the other videos, I'm just going to click on that, hold down Shift, and click on here. You can see that's selected the whole gradient, and T, O's come together, and the L. Now that's completely selected. I can come back to the gradient. You can see that's our colors there. And if I just click and drag like this, it'll apply the gradient to the text. And there you have it. So I'll just show you a couple of things. If I was to pick just another gradient, just for an example, if you don't select a specific area like I just did to apply the gradient to, what happens when you drag it is it ends up just going over the whole image. So that's why it's so important that you pick that section that you want to apply the gradient to specifically. We're going to experiment a little bit with the gradient tool, and what I'm going to try and do is make this pink sky here to look like a little bit more of a sunrise. And so I've never done this before, so let's just have a little mess around and see what we can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the sky and separate it from the rest of the background so that we can work with just the sky by itself. So I'll create a new layer via a cut. So this layer now is the sky only. And let's make a gradient that looks a little bit like a sunset. So to give me a little bit of help, I've inserted this image here of a sunset, and we're going to steal the colors off it to put onto this sky that we've got here. So I've selected the gradient tool. Let's go for 4 colors this time. This one's got 4 colors. And first one, let's get this orangey color down there. Second, let's go up to this yellow. Third, I really want to get this blue, this nice blue in there. Yep, that's nice. And the fourth, that deeper blue for the sky. Okay. Now I'm going to hide the image. So using the Magic Wand, I'm going to select this whole sky again. Let's grab all that. And clicking on the gradient tool, this is the sky gradient that we made. So I'm going to click and drag up because that's the direction that I want the gradient to go. And there you go. That's not too bad. Now because of that, we can't really see this word that well anymore, so I'm going to create another. Now there's one more thing I want to show you with the gradient tool, and that's these extra buttons up the top here. And what they do is they give you a different style of gradient. So the one we've been using is the linear. It's probably the most common one that you're going to use. The colors fade from left to right. But if I was to click on radial, then you'll see a completely different image. If I click on the angle button, you get a completely different effect. And you can also click on the reflected gradient, which means that if you start in the middle here, it actually goes both ways, exactly the same, so it mirrors. And lastly, the diamond gradient, which is very similar to the radial one, but it makes more of a square kind of shape rather than a circle. So that's the gradient tool, guys, used in a couple of different ways, and hopefully you guys have gained a better understanding of how to use it on objects, how to use it as backgrounds, in lots of different ways. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching and clicking the like button on those videos if you like them. If you're liking the playlist, then make sure you click subscribe, and I'm going to keep trying to come out with these videos at least once a week, some kind of tutorial based around Photoshop. So thanks heaps, guys. I really appreciate it. This video has been part of a playlist called Know Your Tools, where we go down every single tool in the toolbar and teach you how to use it just like we just have, to some kind of greater extent hopefully than what you already knew. Thanks heaps, guys. I'll see you in the next video.